Sacrifice dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
What's up, you Sasquatch-loving bastards, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have a fantastic Bigfoot flick lined up for us. It is Charles B. Pierce's 1983 classic sequel to a classic horror flick. It is Boggy Creek 2, and the legend continues. Just a fascinating film that's not as kind of serious as the first one, but has a great balance of kind of comedy, docu-weird series, and reenactments, and Sasquatch mayhem. But let's dive in and check it out for ourselves. Here is Boggy Creek 2, and the legend continues. Boggy Creek 2 and the Legend Continues is a fantastically engrossing and strangely entertaining sequel to the classic Bigfoot flick, The Legend of Boggy Creek. Directed by Charles B. Pierce, filmmaker of the original classic, and injected with a little more tongue-in-cheek tone. The production thrives with its eclectic characters, strange situations, and overall memorable execution. Atmospheric, unpredictable, and completely fun. Boggy Creek 2 and The Legend Continues is a wild continuation of the fabled legend, and it's one that is completely and utterly entertaining. The film follows a determined anthropology professor named Dr. Brian C. Lockhart and his ragtag group of students as they head out into the Arkansas wilderness to capture proof of the elusive and legendary Bigfoot. Collecting stories, speaking with eyewitnesses, and visiting locations of the mythical beast's various sightings. The gang seems hot on the trail of the living legend, until suddenly and frighteningly, they encroach on the beast's territory and begin to be stalked by the larger-than-life creature. Can Dr. Lockhart and his students survive long enough to gather the evidence they need, or will they come to regret disturbing the beast of Boggy Creek? Filled to the brim with interesting and unusual characters, Boggy Creek 2 and The Legend Continues thrives because of its expressive and entertaining cast, lifting up the unusual qualities of the picture and making it fabulously fun to get swept up in. From main characters to weird side ones, the personalities on display are extremely silly and completely engaging, giving the production a fun energy that helps push the narrative along into some bizarre and strange situations. The scared shitless students and overly courageous monster hunters of this maddeningly entertaining flick are Charles B. Pierce as Dr. Brian C. Lockhart, the determined University of Arkansas anthropology professor turned gun-toting hero. Serene Hedden as Tanya Yazzie, Dr. Lockhart's prize student and bona fide Sasquatch lover. Chuck Pierce Jr. as Tim Thornton, a freshman student at the university and unabashed shirt phobe. Cindy Butler as Leslie Ann Walker, a city slicker hottie who can't stand the great outdoors. Rick Hildereth as Deputy Williams, an eyewitness of the skunk ape and shook-up lawman. And last but definitely not least is Jimmy Clem as Old Man Crenshaw, a crotchety recluse hillbilly who's declared a one-man war against the mighty Bigfoot. Absolutely fantastic across the board. The players of Boggy Creek 2 are silly, sincere, and all in when it comes to its strange material and wacky content, making the film so much better than it has any right to be. When it comes to Bigfoot films, Boggy Creek 2 and The Legend Continues is a fascinating watch to say the least. Culling from typical films of the subgenre, the movie showcases an array of flashback reenactments, while at the same time blending it with an engaging narrative that helps build the mystery of the Bigfoot creature. But what makes it a different beast, though, is the unpredictable nature of the moments of the flick, and the inclusion of making it a more whimsy showcase balanced by its eclectic characters and their silly performances. The slow build-up of the creature is classically done, and allows the mystery of the story to take center stage and grow until the final moments of the film. The creature design for the Bigfoot is commendably done and simplistic in application, making for a tremendously believable creature that definitely adds to the legend and is often unsettling. Boggy Creek 2 is a wonderful combination of contrasting elements that all come together to make one fun and engaging cinematic experience. Though much different from its original film, the added elements are undeniably enjoyable, and the end result is a Bigfoot flick that sits nicely with other films of its ilk that center on the mythical beast. In the end, Boggy Creek 2 and the Legend Continues is a Sasquatch extravaganza that will tickle your funny bone as well as entertain you to high hell with its wacky and hairy antics. And there you have it, freak shows. That's the fascinatingly weird and ultimately very entertaining Sasquatch film. That is Boggy Creek 2 and the Legend Continues. Silly, very fun. Like I said a bunch of times, the characters really do make this one very engaging and entertaining. The Sasquatch design is very well done, and just the whole film in general is just a very fun watch. Definitely recommend checking it out with some friends and just really soak up the Bigfoot greatness. But guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment below because I love hearing from you guys. But until then, I will all see you at the next Lucid Nightmare. See ya!